Teach me tiger law. Read to me a poem. Sing to you a song. Drunk in my devotion. Laid out on your chest. Student of abandon. With you I am blessed. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it put back together.
Good afternoon, you guys. It is 11. What time is it? It's 11:40 in the morning. I mean, it's still morning, technically. But as you guys saw, we had breakfast. And I was so hungry. I was so hungry, so I needed to eat first. But we're getting ready to read our Bible, pray, and do a little stretching and journal.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
This one I feel like is a hard thing to do. Matthew chapter 5 verse 44 says, but I say, or I'll read to you 43 and 44. Verse 43 says, you have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use and persecute you. And the reason why I say that's hard to do is because when people do wrong by you, I feel like it's human nature to want to get even. It's human nature to fester and boil in that feeling. But then when you do that, one, you give that person control over you. When you sit there and you fester over a negative thing that somebody did to you, you give that person power over you because you're no longer in control of your thoughts. But also, when somebody does something negative to you, it's harder to be nice and to love them anyway than it is to show them malice and revenge. But it's easier on your spirit when you are good. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be buddy and friends with somebody. You can just go about your merry way. Like, just say, well, I'm sorry, blase. You can pray for them and keep it moving. Because it takes a lot of energy to fester and focus on hate than it does to pray for somebody, love them, and let it go and continue on with your life so that you can do what it is that you're meant to do. Don't allow somebody's negativity to hold you back. Bless them, love them, and move on. You see, it goes on to say in verse 46, for if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? That's easy, to love somebody who loves you. Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only, what do you do more than others? Do not even the tax collectors do so? Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? It is easy to love somebody who loves you, but it's hard to show somebody love who shows you negativity constantly. But it's good for your spirit. It's good for your spirit. It's good for you. Some people are like, oh, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do the revenge because it'll make it feels better in the moment. But I'd rather just move on and never think about it again. Just pray and keep it going. But anyway, I read my 2 chapters for today. Now it's time for the journal portion. go. Come on.
Something to buy, da ba da ba, yeah. Da ba da ba ba ba, da ba ba da ba, yeah. Set the ba da da ba da. Boy, yeah, boy, yeah. Sunlight that always stays. Dinner by the waterway. It's that sweet life. Raise your cross. Made some dude crack a smile. He asked if I could stay a while. I'm living that high life. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of my new home. Ventilated echoes playing to and fro, back and forth, yeah. Caught some kids dancing in the alleyway. Crazy how the melodies began to play, yeah. Tell me how you feeling when you hear the lyric, yeah. My heart's in Stockholm. Now I never wanna go home. I left my heart in Stockholm. Now I never wanna go home.
A treat? A treat? Sit. Cough. Give it. Cough. Down. Good, Cody. Here you go. Okay, can you do up? Here. You got the rest of your treat. This is Max's. Good boy. Good girl. You never got your treat. Let's get you guys some food in your bowl.
Now I never wanna go home. I left my heart in Stockholm. Now I never wanna go home. Separate again.
I ended up taking a nap. That's why I've got my bonnet on, but it's just gonna stay on until we go out later. But I am getting ready to make my chicken soup. Well, I'm making the chicken stock first, and to do that I have to take the 2 birds that I bought apart. We'll just go ahead and get into it.
널 다시 만났던 그날 하필이면 꿈이지도 않았는데 눈이 마주친 순간 빨개진 너의 얼굴이 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해. 몰래 다가가 널 내겨볼까. 이번엔 뭔가 달라. 우리 둘 어떨까. 하나 둘 셋 더. 언제니 작년 겨울이 오나. 일이 바빠다 문도 잘 못했는데 손에 쥐어진 커피 달달한 향이 다시 떠오르네. 아직 날 좋아하나 살짝 궁금해.
So in here I have gizzards, so like the heart, the liver, I think I even have the lungs, and then they put the throat in the big chicken. I normally boil them for my puppies and I put in their food, so that's what I'm about to do now.
사실
In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of these dishes and get my kitchen back to normal a little bit before we have to do the next process. It may be Saturday, but we are going to get our protein in for the gains. That took up whatever little bit of space I had in my stomach. I did want to have some chips and dip. I bought some pico de gallo. And so basically it's, you know, your regular pico de gallo on one side and then mango salsa on the other side. I guess not salsa, it's mango pico de gallo, but the kitchen is, I mean, it's not all the way put together, but it's not a dump. I'm gonna go head back to the living room and chill with Craig for the next 2 hours or so. To go and sing karaoke with our friends, but I need to get some study time in before I actually get up to get ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I haven't told you guys, I'm not sure if I already told you guys, but I signed up for the NASM CPT program, which is the Certified Personal Training Program. I'm working on my certification so that I can be, one, more knowledgeable for my own personal sake, but also so that I can continue to help others and I can help you guys, and you guys could feel confident in the fact that I actually know what I'm talking about instead of getting advice from somebody who doesn't. So hopefully moving forward, my week of workout videos will have way more information to actually help you guys, or at least help you guys more than what I've been doing in the past.
Time for love.
Generation Z? I thought I was a millennial. So according to NASM, millennials is from 1981 to 1996. Generation Z starts at 1997. Your girl was born in 97. I'm Generation Z? Wow, that's crazy. The puppies are eating. I meant to show you guys, but I forgot. But I gave them the leftover gizzards and the throat piece that I had, and I boiled for them. And then the leftover like water or broth, I poured over their food. And then I figured while I was at it, I'll just give them a whole bunch of extra stuff that I know are really good for them. And I used to give this to Coda all the time, that I used to always put a raw egg with the shell in there for her, because the shell is loaded with like vitamins and I believe like calcium and stuff, and it's just really good for them and very beneficial. And then like things like chicken broth is also really good for them. Adding salmon oil is really good for them. It's good for their coat and their fur. So is coconut oil and olive oil. Today I just put a little bit, because I also bought canned dog food. It was a lamb and rice formula by Purina One, and so I put half the can total in both of the bowls along with the pieces of meat that I gave them. And then like I said, I drizzled that leftover chicken broth, and then I put an egg in each bowl and a drizzle of olive oil. calling it a day. They're happy. That doesn't happen as often anymore because, again, I don't always have a lot of extra money to buy all of that extra for them. But when I can, I do because I know it's beneficial for them. But things have been looking up for us lately financially. So I'm hoping that within the next month or so, I'll be able to start ordering some of these extra things I used to like to get for them again. And if I can, you guys will see it. But I'm still studying though, and in a minute I'm gonna get up and get ready so that we can go out later. Okay friends, so real quick before I head out there, because my friends are here now, but I wanted to show you guys a fit. As far as makeup goes, on the camera looks like a lot, but I put on some blush and I put highlighter, mascara, and then I'm gonna put on some lip gloss. This is the fit.
Excuse the titties in the back if y'all see them. Just want y'all to decide.
Oh, I think I'm standing in the way. But this is a fit. I feel mostly comfortable, slightly self-conscious because I am a strong girl now and I feel like I look strong. I probably look strong. At the same time, I feel good though, so I'm just gonna keep that mindset, I guess. But let's go say hi. So I forgot to press record, but I strained the solids from the chicken broth.
Her mom was in town.
Oh, it's hot! I'll pour slower.
What do you want? This or this?
Both are disgusting, but it doesn't really matter. I drink tequila.
You know, they had a little Hornets and I almost grabbed it.
You go outside? You go outside?
I'll drink.
Here we go.
Tired of being tired. Riding in the forest, cheating the
We're gonna watch.
Yes, yes, he is.
It's so good. No, that's
Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. Feel the air get thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. So let us dance this night away.
Always check their pockets before you throw it in the wash. I found 2 pens, a Carmex, napkin, tissues, and a quarter that's going in the piggy bank. When I wash his uniform, I like to throw a little bit of white vinegar in there. It helps with the smell, especially right now that he's on gate duty, so he just sweats because it's so hot here. Vinegar, it helps with the smell. My mom used to do that with my little brothers for their football pads and stuff. She would soak them in vinegar and water for a while and then like wash them because they used to smell really, really bad. Thank you. Good morning. It is the next day. I am slightly hungover, but I do have tricks for when I'm hungover. One, chug a lot of water. The night before, drink water. That'll help you the next day because when you drink alcohol, it dehydrates you and that's what causes that headache and that dizziness and stuff. So make sure you're drinking water the night before. And then when you wake up, just chug water. I also take my greens and my beets powder, and that also helps a lot in like taking vitamins and just eating nutritiously the next day early in the morning. It helps me throughout the day. That's what I did so far. Well, I guess I didn't really eat anything nutritious, but this soup will be ready within like an hour or so, and then I'll have some soup to eat, and that should help also with the hangover today. Bless you. So last night was a lot of fun. It was the first time that I really went out in this middle of nowhere town. I haven't been to a bar at all or anything since I've been here, but working at the gym, I have been a lot happier. I've been meeting and experiencing a lot of new and different people. And one of those people, his name is Mason, and he was a DJ last night. I showed you guys just a small little clip of him, but he was a DJ last night and he invited me for karaoke, and he's been working so hard to like set this up, and I just wanted to show like some support. But the vibe was beautiful. I had so much fun. There were so many beautiful women there. We were just drunk and having a good time. There was a point where we were singing Don't Stop Believing. Hopefully I have that clip inserted. I have to get the clip from Mason because I saw him recording. I mean, all in all, it was just a good night. 10 out of 10, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm glad that I brought you guys with me for this. This has been, I feel like, a very different vlog because I shared a lot of different experiences with you guys that I don't normally share. But I've been on such a personal journey since we moved here to the middle of nowhere, away from all of my friends, away from everybody that I knew. So it was just me and Craig starting this new journey somewhere we've never been. On the side of the country I've never been. I've never been to the West Coast until now that I have lived here for the last 2 years. But yeah, I haven't shared a lot of those experiences. One, because some of those things I haven't been able to do since I've moved here, and two, just because, I don't know, I just haven't really thought about it. Honestly, I feel like since I moved out here, I've learned like the true definition of self-love. And I feel like the true definition of self-love is enjoying being alone in a way that's healthy. Because when you are by yourself, you shouldn't feel lonely. You should feel comfortable in your own presence. And you should love yourself so much that you would rather be alone than around people who make you feel lonely. And that was a lesson that I learned out here because I didn't like being by myself because I didn't know how to appreciate my alone time, to the point where when Craig left the first time for a couple of weeks, my brothers flew and stayed with me just so I could feel better and more comfortable, which I really appreciate of them. But obviously it's not realistic for them to do that all the time. So I had to learn how to love my alone time. And I love it. I love it. I value it, and I really appreciate it, to the point where I kind of like when Craig is gone. Not in a sense that I don't miss him, like I do miss him, but you're a different person when you're by yourself, and experiencing myself has been just such a joy. And it's also allowed me to discern friendships better, and I've been able to take away and bring in people that make me feel happy and more comfortable. And I feel like all of that comes down to me learning to be okay with being by myself. I'm happy that I got to this point where I'm making friends and I'm having fun, and it feels really good. It makes me happy, and I just feel like happy looks so good on me. Happy looks so good on anybody. So I hope that you choose to be happy. Choose to do things for you. Choose to do what's best for you, always. Because at the end of the day, my mom always says, you were born alone, you're gonna die alone. And as morbid as it sounds, it's true. You gotta put yourself first. Nobody's got your back like you do. Is spicy? Oh.
Just a little sprinkle on it, you know what I'm saying? Just a little, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? A little sprinkle, it'll be alright.
So my chicken soup didn't come out how I initially intended it to. I put couscous in there thinking that that could be like in place of noodles. Normally we eat soup with rice, but I didn't want to make rice, so I just threw a whole bunch of couscous in there, and well, the couscous drank all my soup. So it still tastes good. It's just not look-wise what I wanted it to look like. So we're getting ready to form these empanadas. Craig is gonna help me because it's a lot that we have to make and it's already really late and I still want to braid my hair today. It's about 7 and I still have to bring some food over to the neighbors. So we're gonna go ahead and start our empanadas. And you roll it out
take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you.
You bit my hand.